and I got some things I'm gonna be showing how to build. Starting off, we got a leaderboard, TV that doesn't actually really work, but cool still anyways, and a menu GUI. So let's start off with the leaderboard. Okay, the first thing we're gonna be doing is I'm gonna show you what the code looks like for this. Now, if you've never done Roblox Studio coding, it may look a bit complicated, but it's quite simple. It gets the value, it says what it's going to save to. In this case, it's cache 01, and then when to start, a key to make, and then make the folder, and then name the folder, make a new value, call it cache, give it a value of 0, say how to save it, and when to save it. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go into script service, make a new script, and then we're basically just going to copy this. The first thing first, we're going to rename the script leaderboard. There we go, did I spell that right? Yeah, I don't know if I spelled that right, because I don't know if that's correctly spelled, but yes, that is. Okay, first things first, let's get to this script. It's going to be the first thing that we're going to get. This is going to save the cache value. The second thing we're going to get is this, which says when to start it, which is when the player joins. Then we're going to get this chunk. Make sure to get all of that. And then just go down, go back down, delete the end, paste that back in, go down. Then we're going to select all this, and then copy, and then paste. And there you go, we got the script. So what it's going to do is it's going to save this, it's going to start it, and this should work. Let's go test it. Okay, so now if we press play, give it a minute, when this loads, it should work just fine. Now, oh, of course, how can I forget? It will work. Of course, we have no cache. And of course, I forgot something very important. For things to save, you have to make sure you enable something called the API. And so what we do is we go to Game Settings, Security, and enable Studio access to API services. So such things as data store, which is to save values, will work. So now that works, we can play it. And now, once this loads, now that we're in, we see we have 0 cache and no errors. If we go to players, and then me, and then there's a folder now called leader stats, and the cache value. Now, if I change this to, let's say, 1,000, I'll get $1,000 in my wallet. Of course, now if I stop the game, and then if I rejoin, I should now have $1,000. Now, sometimes it doesn't work always when you just change the value, but most of the time it does. So, let's see. Could take a minute. Okay, so it didn't save because we would have to use, a script. And I don't have a script. Let me just quickly go build one. Okay, now that I made that real quick, Now, whenever I click that block, I should gain 1,000 cash. So now, if I click it, I'll gain 1,000 cash. Of course, I can click again and again and again and again, and don't do it too many times, or it may lag out. Now it's not going to save it as much cash as it thought it was gonna. There we go. Do it slowly, and it will save correctly. So don't be quickly claiming a bunch of cash at 1 second, or you could overload it. Okay, and as you see, we still got 10,000 cash. I click it again. Now I have 11,000. So yeah, there we go. I guess I also made a cash clicker. So you click and you get more cash in the game. Just call it click. If I didn't have caps lock on, click for cash. There we go. And here's the script if anyone ever wondered what it was. Probably some other ways to do it, but there we go. We got it. Now, the second thing we're going to make is a TV. To show what the demo looks like, this is what it looks like. Once I move to it, there we go. That's back. There we go. We got the TV. Now, how do we build this? You may ask. Well, it's pretty simple. What we're going to do is we're going to go here, get a part. We're going to get that part, and we're going to go Control or Command, whatever computer you're using. And then we're going to go here and turn it down a bit, make a base. I'll change the color to, let's say, this gray. And there we go. Now we're going to press Control or Command, whatever computer you're using. Hold down the Shift key, make it smaller, make it slightly taller, make it a bit thinner, taller. There we go. Now Control or Command D one more time. And now we're going to make the frame that goes around the TV. And then how we're going to do that, we're going to make it slightly bigger and make sure that the red dot and the green dots are right in the middle. That will mean that it's equal. And it's the same size. Now, it's a bit bigger of a TV, but we're going to duplicate it one more time. Just make it slightly smaller around the edges. You know where? And then we're going to press F, and F will move you to whatever part you're at. So if you click this and you press F, you'll move straight to it. Of course, don't lose this, so we're going to make it black. Just a bit black. Of course, the edges are still there, so. Oh, now I realize I selected the wrong part. Make sure you select the right one and make it black. There you go. Pop it out just a bit. You don't want too much, you know, because then they're going to lose the illusion that it's actually in there. And there you go. Now we got a slightly bigger TV. And then select all of it, holding Shift and click. And you gotta make sure that it's anchored. As you can see, where's that option? Oh, let's move it. Here we go, anchored. So it won't just fall over. Select all of them. Press Control or Command G, and that will group it. And we'll just call this one TV2. And there we go. Yeah, if I could just click and drag that back. Okay, sometimes it doesn't want to click and drag back if you have an old computer. Press Parent and click on the spot. Move it to, and we'll move it. There we go. Let's move the TV over here. And now, last but not least, we will be making a menu GUI or GUI. Whatever you want to call it, it's fine. Of course, I'm going to have to move it like this. Put it in the starter GUI, GUI. And there you go. And then that's that. So let's make it. Let's just move it back out. We're going to start off by pressing plus and put in a screen GUI or GUI. Then you know where we can rename it. Well, we don't have to though, so it doesn't really matter. Add in the button. You want to change the size, and I'm going to change it to this just to make it a good size. One, there we go. Okay, make sure you type it in correctly. Make sure you set all the values you want to. It uses X and Y. And there you go, We got that. It just doesn't look that different, but it is. It's going to help work on other screens if you do it like this. And last but not least, we're going to go down, well, not last, actually, we're far from the end. Ha 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 ha. Menu, there we go, that button works. We're going to go here, we're going to add the frame. Then we're going to go here again, change the size to 0.9, 0. 0.9, 0, so it almost takes, oh, if I did it right, so it takes up almost the entire screen. You know what, if we don't want it to, not take up that much of the screen, so there we go. Center that thing there. And there you go. Now we're going to actually start coding it. Here we go. I'm going to add in a local script, and I'll go quickly write up a script, and I'll get back to you when I'm done. And there you go, I finished up the script just like that. For example, it's just when it's clicked, get if it's visible or not, and make it opposite. So if it's off, turn it on. On, turn it off. Or visible, make it invisible. Visible, make it invisible. I said the same thing there, so it doesn't matter. But there you go. Now we're going to copy that one more time. Go here, press Control Command, Shift and V, which will paste it in without formatting it. We're going to go drag it, and we're going to go and change the size. What I like to do is make it a square, so 0.1, 0, 0.1, 0. And then I like to change it to black, so 0, 0, 0. And then we're going to go down here, and we're going to make it red, so RGB, so it's red is R, 0, 0 for red and blue. Sorry, no, green and blue. Yeah, and of course change it to a big X, and then it looks like an exit button. Of course, the code is going to need a bit of tweaking by removing the word frame, and that dot, frame, and dot. There we go, it now works. Should hopefully. And I like to add in a UI corner. You don't have to do this part, but I like adding in corners so it makes it nice and round, like that on the sides. UI corner. And of course, if you think that's not round enough, you can just change the last number to like a 10, and it'll go even more round. Hopefully. Don't quote me on that. And there we go. Now we'll just go click on the frame, make it invisible, and there you go. Let's go try this now. Okay, now we're in. We see the menu button. I can press in the cache is still there. I'm going to press tab to hide it. And there you go. It appears and it closes. So yeah, you can put stuff in there, put whatever stuff, or you can turn off. And also, because we used not, this will open it, but it will also close it. Neat little feature. And of course, we got the TV here, which won't fall over if you try and hit it because we anchored it. And there we go. That's all for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I guess I'll see you all next time. Or maybe I won't. If I can spell menu right. Gooey. So yeah, like, subscribe, maybe don't, leave a like, maybe a comment. Who cares? Try not to just like unless you don't like it. Then yeah. Bye.